A Chaos Spawn is a mindless, sprawling creature mutated beyond reason through their servitude to chaos. These twisted and grotesque abominations were once normal beings seeking a greater power by ascending to the ultimate form of a demon. Those devoted to this cause face an ever-looming possibility of being reduced to a Chaos Spawn, either by accumulating too many mutations or being deemed unworthy of such power by their chosen god. The gods of chaos like to bestow gifts of power on their champions as a reward for their worship. Each of these gifts is known as a mark of favour and is a step closer to demonic ascension. When blessed by the chaos god they have devoted themselves to, the follower might receive superhuman strength, intelligence, magical energies, or any other gift that could improve their attributes. But equally, the Chaos God may feel their loyal subject would benefit from having extra eyes, limbs, or any other variety of strange and abnormal mutations. To the Chaos God, it could all be the same, but generally, most gifts of chaos will take the form of some physical mutation. The more of these gifts a champion of chaos receives, the more potentially disastrous their cumulative effects can be. Extreme mutations tend to affect the recipient in all manner of unfortunate ways. Even the genetically enhanced body of a Chaos Space Marine can only withstand so many mutations before they either ascend to Demonhood or eventually devolve into a twisted and heavily mutated being known as a Chaos Spawn. Any Chaos champion can find themselves heading down this dark path. Even one who has earned great favour with their god, seeking the ultimate reward of demonic immortality, can still suffer this unholy fate. For each mortal soul transformed into a powerful warp creature of unrivaled strength, countless more are deemed unworthy of such power and are mutated beyond reason into the mangled form of a Chaos Spawn, an unholy monster driven by madness. Chaos Legion members who are transformed can still serve a purpose for their warband. They are often detained and released into battle as cannon fodder, living shields of warp-altered flesh to act as a distraction from the bulk of the Chaos Force. The Spawn's unnatural strength and resilience makes them perfect for this role. Although blessed with demonic strength and resilience, Chaos Spawn are mindless creatures with little to no mental capability or self-awareness. Whatever remains of their former intelligence has been buried deep within a twisted mound of madness. The physical appearance of a Chaos Spawn can vary greatly and is very unpredictable. Additional mutations can even develop in the heat of battle. A Spawn may have several sets of strange and disturbing attributes, such as crab-like claws, chitinous scales, tattered and deformed wings, clusters of eyes, or horrifying maws of needle-shaped teeth. Some have even been known to resemble insect-like forms with spiny bodies laced in corrosive fluid. No matter what form the Chaos Spawn may take, all are terrifying to behold and lethal on the field of battle. The Chaos Gods can be generous with their gifts of mutation, but none so much as Tzeentch, the Changer of Ways. The mortals who serve Tzeentch are rewarded with even more bizarre and twisted transformations, even when compared to other Chaos Spawn. Tentacle-like appendages may sprout from a sorcerer's hand, which could allow the spellcaster to conjure even more complex spells. Their eyes may meld into liquefied orbs that can gaze through the tangled lines of fate, guiding their kin to victory. Chaos Spawn are a common sight among the Thousand Sons Traitor Legion, strong worshippers of Tzeentch. This is likely a consequence of their constant delving into the mysteries of warp magic and their relentless search for knowledge and arcane superiority. In their arrogance, most sorcerers believe they are beyond such a hideous fate. Their chaos spawn mindlessly roam the surface of the planet of the sorcerers, formed from those who fail to be worthy of such empiric power. The sorcerers of the Thousand Suns are more than willing to make use of the spawn to achieve their own goals. Hordes of these mutated abominations are kept in containment in the capital city of the Thousand Suns demon world. Their endless howls shiver through the city until the twisted beasts are transported to a distant war zone. As Chaos Spawn are mindless and incapable of reason, they must be herded into battle using unconventional methods. Sorcerers have been known to lay down a series of magical wards to funnel the spawn's erratic movements towards the enemy, or even use captured slaves to lure the monsters forward, trusting the spawn's basic instinct to drive it from one victim to the next until it reaches the intended target. Once the Chaos Spawn is in battle, any further guidance is no longer necessary. It will rip and tear all living creatures apart that stand in its path with an array of grotesque claws and barbed talons. The mutations riddled throughout the spawn's body render its flailing attacks incredibly difficult to predict, with newly formed appendages sprouting from its flesh and highly corrosive fluid gushing from its innards. Such a state of constant change is pleasing to Tzeentch, and in this way the Chaos Spawn continues to serve its cruel creator. There's only ever been one account of a Chaos Spawn being granted Demonhood, even after undergoing the hideous transformation. This creature was known as Foulspawn, and was one of the most diseased and disgusting of all Nurgle's champions. Once a mere mortal in servitude to the god of death and decay, Foulspawn is now said to endlessly wander the rancid wilds of the plague planet itself. Foulspawn was so horrifying to behold that even battle-hardened warriors were rendered incapable of any action as they retched in disgust. This delivered great amusement to Nurgle, who was deeply fond of his revolting champion, and so granted Foulspawn additional gifts. Most Chaos Spawn die within a few hours of transformation as their heavily mutated bodies falter under the immense strain. However, Foulspawn not only survived, but continued to grow and prosper. The new demonic gifts granted by Nurgle allowed Foulspawn to survive by absorbing the flesh and fluids of living creatures, which were grabbed and pulled into his gaping mouth with his sticky toad-like tongue before being swallowed whole. Foulspawn is cursed with eternal hunger and devours any victim that is unfortunate enough to stumble across him. With each victim he absorbs, he grows in size and strength, and is now of monstrous proportions, imbued with entropic energy and seething with all sorts of demonic plagues. Even the Death Guard, the sons of the demon Primarch Mortarion, became victims of Foulspawn's endless hunger. According to legend, Mortarion couldn't bring himself to destroy a being so beloved by Nurgle, and so he instead banished Foulspawn into the rancid wilds of the plague planet. Foulspawn is still rumoured to exist there, and has now grown into the size of a living mountain, searching for more prey to devour for the rest of eternity.